Thirsty Thursday. Toasted coconut, so good. Anyway, Thirsty Thursday. I wanted to talk to you guys about drinking today and share a few things that I was discussing this morning. And a friend of mine said, you quit because of the kids, and I really thought about that, and I said, no, I didn't do it for them or anybody. I did it for me. And the more I thought about it, and the truer that statement really is, because I didn't want to quit before I decided to do it for me. People tried to, get me to or convince me, people like my probation officer and, the programs that I was in and all sorts of things. But I wasn't ready. I lied about it a lot. Like I got in trouble with drunk driving, excuse me. So I had to go to some classes every week, and I lied to them, told them that I was sober and everything, and I would actually leave that class and go to the bar and drink and then get a ride home with my friend. My probation officer wasn't too impressed. She wanted me to quit drinking, so I just lied to her too. I had to do P tests for some other trouble that I had got myself into, and I found my way around all those. I'd call at night. They had a color system, and when it wasn't my color, I'd just party, whatever. And when it was my color, I'd party anyway, and just, dilute my pee or work my way around it. Or I'd buy the little the little kit or whatever from the vitamin shop that cleans your urine or whatever. But I didn't do it for them. I did 2 weeks in a program. And when I got out that night, I was drinking. It's the same kind of idea, when people go to rehab and they don't want to, they're just kind of forced to go, and they think it's my parents want me to go, or my wife needs me to go, or whatever. And usually they just kind of get out and just go right back to it because they're not ready. They don't want to do it for themselves. I get sometimes people will say, oh, you're doing so good. Could you talk to so-and-so, or maybe you could help so-and-so out? And I just be like, no, I can't do that. Because nobody's going to quit unless they're ready. That being said, yeah, it was probably selfish of me to think of that, but that's kind of how it goes down. I had all sorts of people in my life that tried to get me to quit years ago, and it just never really happened until I wanted to do it. And and to tell you the truth, a lot of people around me didn't really even catch on. Michelle herself, I lived with her, and she didn't even really know that I had any intentions of quitting until I was about a week or so, and she saw me decline a beer, and she's like, well, what's going on? Maybe it wasn't the safest way for me to do it, just silently quitting, but I was ready, and I think it's an important thing to keep in mind, with your loved ones, especially. I've seen people drink themselves to death, like literally to death, but they didn't want to quit. It's just they weren't ready. They had no intention. They didn't care. I watch the guys at work drinking vodka, hiding it from people and stuff like that, just and just because he just didn't want to quit, so just kept going. And I guess the point is that if you think that you'd kind of want to stop, then you have to do it for yourself. And if you have a loved one or anything, or somebody close to you that you think would really benefit from it and you would really want them to stop, all you can really do is just be there for them and support them, and try to show them the way, but don't put any pressure, because that sort of stuff just doesn't work. I know from experience, addicts are addicts, and they're gonna find a way to get high, to get drunk, no matter what. And we're very crafty at it. I mean, I've done some pretty sneaky stuff to get alcohol or drugs or whatever it was, and whatever my flavor was for the weekend. So I don't know, just was kind of thinking about it, and I figured I'd share that with everyone. You got to do it for yourself, really, and you gotta really want it too. That's the other thing. You can't just kind of like be like, well, it would be nice to, maybe I do, maybe I don't, whatever. But I mean, I got a whole lot more to say on this. This is just kind of touching the base a little bit here with it, and this is kind of where all this is leading up to, is being able to discuss this sort of stuff with people. So anyway, I'm gonna head into the house and enjoy my ice cold toasted coconut soda water, and probably hop in the pool and cool off, because it's like 90 something degrees out. So you guys have a good night, and thanks for listening, and I hope somebody gets some sort of value or something from this. Thanks. See you later.